It's been 3 weeks since Hamas's October 7th attacks, and Israel has begun the second phase of the military operations against Hamas. Joining me to talk about these developments is Sumit Choudhary, editor, Defence and National Security for TV9 Bharatvarsh. Sumit, welcome back to the News9 Plus show.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you very much.
It's a very interesting series of reports that you filed for us from Israel. 20 days.
Yes, approximately 20 days.
Approximately 20 days. Fascinating reports, uncovering all the aspects of this war. Sumit, tell us what we are seeing right now in the second phase of Israel's ground operations in Gaza.
So on Monday, last 2 days before, I think the Israeli forces, IDF, have started their second phase of operation. That means their main target will be the tunnel, the lifeline, or we can call a metro tunnel, because Hamas is it's a lifeline for the Hamas, and they have started this operation on Monday. And right now, when we have seen that initially we have seen that the IDF have moved from the northern areas. Right. They approximately, their offensive operation lines start from the ground zero of Israel to the 5 kilometer inside the Gaza border. Yeah. Now they have done a new strategy. They changed their strategies, and now they have been cordoning off the Hamas from the behind the Gaza City. That means from the Netzin junction. So right. Their strategy is very clear. They are now trying to capture the whole northern part of Gaza Strip, that is approximately 20 to 22 kilometers. Right. And we have seen how the tanks and the artillery movement have started increasing on all these locations. So the biggest challenge, but still the biggest challenge for Israeli forces is to go inside the tunnels. That is the biggest challenge, because they know there will be a big traps, ambushes which have been let down by the Hamas in last 22-23 days.
In fact, let's look at we have a map explaining this. So it's, as you're suggesting, they've entered Gaza, the northern part, from 3 directions. Can you tell us what we're looking at?
What exactly, if you see the Bet Hanon, the location is where from the Sedrot to all these locations where the armored and the artillery movement have been started. Right. The initial strikes have done on all these area, and now the area of airstrikes have also extended. Now they are coming towards the Gaza City. Right. And from all these locations, if you see the third, Zeton area, it's also known as the junction area also. This is the main road from the north part to the south part. So
they've effectively created this little combat space here, where they've emptied all the refugees. They've asked them to move south, and they've created a free fire zone.
Buffer zone, or so that their strategy will be clear, because the biggest challenge, Sandeep, is the urban warfare, that you have to take care of all these civilian people, their houses, their locations. And from last 23 days they have been doing the same thing. They have been asking the civilian populations to move toward the south, so that they have a clean area, they can do their operations. And one thing important, they have also mentioned, IDF have announced this, any civilian population, any civilian who have been found in these areas will be considered as terrorist only, Hamas terrorist only. Right. So their strategy will be clear. Now they have an open area, they can fire them, they can neutralize them, and they can go inside the tunnel area. But the biggest challenge right now is for them is also go inside the tunnels.
Right, and this is again part of northern Gaza, the area that the Israeli tanks have gone in. They've come in through the beaches as well,
yes.
Sumit. And what could be the reason for that? Is it because it is not well defended?
Because they have to cordon them. They also get an input that some of them will be trying run away from all these areas, seashores. Right. So they have cordoned these areas, and most importantly, they have also make some patrol points so that they can go inside the Israel from the sea areas.
Right.
So all these strategies have been developed, have been adopted by the IDF, and the biggest change which they have done in phase 2 is now they have been going back, they have been taking over from the behind the Gaza City, so that they have a huge area and they can cordon them from both the sides, and the only place where they can left out is the sea area.
Is the sea, and but there's not the kind of urban combat that we were told. That doesn't seem to be playing out right now.
Yes, exactly, because initially they have also notion, and they have also think that it's a urban warfare, but it's entirely different. I think, if I'm not wrong, because you have also seen so many wars, I don't think this kind of war scenario have been faced by any forces till now, because you have also urban population, densely populated area. Then second important challenge for them is the tunnels, because they have to go inside, they have to search each and every location, and the tunnels is around, as per the Hamas claim, they have around 500 kilometers as per Hamas claim. It's half of the New York City tunnel subways. So I think that is something very challenging for them, and most important, most challenging is these are the places where the hostages may be kept inside these tunnels.
There's about 200 hostages that are still unaccounted for.
Exactly.
And they could be kept in these tunnels.
So they don't know about these locations. They can't target them blindly. And the pictures we have been showing to our viewers, this is exactly the reference that how small these tunnels are, how exactly compact, and how well equipped these Hamas people have been in these tunnels.